You need to hear this if you're a DIY enthusiast. Title: Preventing Weeds. The best defense is a healthy lawn. One of the most effective ways to prevent weeds is to maintain a healthy lawn and garden. A thick, well-maintained lawn leaves little room for weeds to take hold. A. Regular mowing. Mowing your lawn regularly is key to preventing weeds. Keep your grass at a height of about 2.5 to 3 inches, as this helps block sunlight from reaching the weed seeds in the soil. This will prevent weeds like crabgrass from getting the light they need to grow. B. Water properly. Water your lawn deeply but less frequently. Shallow, frequent watering encourages weed growth, while deep watering encourages deeper root growth in your grass, which can outcompete weeds. A good rule of thumb is to water your lawn about 1 inch per week. C. Fertilize your lawn. Fertilizing provides the nutrients your grass needs to grow strong and healthy. A well-fertilized lawn can crowd out weeds. Use a balanced fertilizer in the spring and fall to give your grass the best chance to thrive. 1. Using mulch in your garden. Beds. Mulch is a great tool for weed prevention in garden beds and around trees. It not only suppresses weeds, but also retains soil moisture and regulates temperature. A. How mulch works. Mulch blocks sunlight from reaching weed seeds, preventing them from sprouting. Organic mulch like wood chips, straw, or shredded leaves will also break down over time, improving soil health. B. Applying mulch. To use mulch effectively, spread a 2 to 3 inch layer around your garden beds, making sure to leave a little space around the base of plants to prevent rot. Reapply mulch as it decomposes to maintain its weed-blocking benefits. 1. Hand weeding. The classic method. Hand weeding is one of the simplest and most direct ways to control weeds, especially in small areas or for dealing with tough, well-established weeds. A. Best time to weed. Weeding is easiest when the soil is moist, such as after a rain or watering. Moist soil makes it easier to pull out the entire weed, including the roots. If you leave the roots behind, some weeds may regrow. B. Weeding tools. Invest in a few basic weeding tools to make the job easier. Regular weeding is important as it prevents weeds from going to seed and spreading throughout your yard. 1. Applying pre-emergent herbicides. A pre-emergent herbicide is a type of weed killer that prevents weed seeds from germinating. It's an effective way to stop weeds before they even start growing. A. How pre-emergent works. Pre-emergent herbicides work by creating a barrier in the soil that disrupts the growth of weed seeds. It doesn't kill existing weeds, but it prevents new ones from sprouting. B. When to apply. For best results, apply pre-emergent herbicides in early spring, before the weeds begin to grow. Timing is crucial. If you apply the product after weeds have already started sprouting, it won't be effective. You can also apply it in late fall to prevent winter annual weeds. C. Choosing the right product. There are different pre-emergent herbicides for various types of weeds. Make sure to choose one that is suited to the weeds common in your area. Always follow the product instructions carefully to avoid harming your lawn or garden. 1. Post-emergent herbicides, controlling existing weeds. If weeds have already sprouted in your yard, post-emergent herbicides can help. These products target actively growing weeds and can be applied directly to the unwanted plants. A. Types of post-emergent herbicides. B. When to use post-emergent herbicides apply. Post-emergent herbicides on warm, dry days when the weeds are actively growing. Avoid spraying on windy days to prevent the herbicide from drifting onto plants you want to keep. C. Safety tips. Always follow the product's safety guidelines, including wearing gloves and protective clothing. Keep pets and children away from treated areas until the herbicide has dried. 1. Landscape fabric, a barrier for weed prevention. Landscape fabric is a physical barrier that can help prevent weeds from growing in areas like flower beds, vegetable gardens, and walkways. A. How to use landscape fabric. To use landscape fabric, lay it down on the soil surface before planting. Cut holes for your plants to grow through, then cover the fabric with mulch to improve its appearance and effectiveness. The fabric prevents weeds from reaching the sunlight they need to grow. B. Benefits and drawbacks. While landscape fabric can be very effective in preventing weeds, it can also restrict water and nutrient movement in the soil over time. Be sure to monitor your garden's soil health if you use this method long term. 1. Natural weed control methods. If you prefer to avoid chemical herbicides, there are several natural ways to prevent and eliminate weeds. A. Vinegar solution. A mixture of vinegar, salt, and dish soap can be an effective natural weed killer for driveways, walkways, or other areas where you don't want plants to grow. However, be careful, as this solution will kill any plants it touches. B. Boiling water. Pouring boiling water directly onto weeds is a quick and easy way to kill them without using chemicals. This method works best on weeds growing in cracks and crevices of sidewalks or driveways. C. Corn gluten meal. Corn gluten meal is a natural pre-emergent that prevents weed seeds from sprouting. Spread it over your lawn or garden in early spring to prevent weeds from germinating. 1. Consistency is key. No matter which weed prevention methods you choose, the most important factor is consistency. Weeds are persistent, and controlling them requires regular effort. Here's how to stop weeds from taking over your yard. We all love a beautiful yard, but weeds? Not so much. First up, understand why they grow. Weeds love bare spots and overwatered soil. So, step 1. Keep your lawn healthy. Mow regularly, water deeply but less often, and fertilize. A strong lawn leaves no room for weeds. Next, use mulch in your garden beds. It blocks sunlight, stopping weeds from sprouting. Spread 2 to 3 inches of organic mulch and watch those weeds disappear. For small areas, grab a hand trowel and weed when the soil is moist. For a proactive approach, try pre-emergent herbicides in early spring. They stop weeds before they start. Already got weeds? Use post-emergent herbicides on warm, dry days. Prefer going natural? Vinegar and boiling water work wonders. Remember, consistency is key. Regular maintenance keeps your yard weed-free. Follow these tips, and soon you'll have the best-looking yard on the block.